Hey guys, Alistair here, and in this video I will quickly run down the rotation for Twinblades. Let's go. So as you may all know, the start of the rotation is to charge your rope dart. You hear the twink sound like that, and you gain an arrow icon on the bottom there. Now that in PvE, you use your Divine Craft for more damage. Press Q to debuff the enemy. Debuff is Vendetta token melee, this one. Then you let out all of your rodents. The squiggly button, if it's the simple button layout, if it's what I use is E. And then you quickly swap with tab to the Twinblade, and then you do 4 light attacks back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then press Q, and then you do light attack 4 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And at this stage, after you do light attack, Q, light attack, you will gain a Flame Lash. Flame Lash is your it gives you significant light attack buff. So in PvE, you always want to use it as soon as it's available. And while you're spamming light attack with Flame Lash, you can also press Q to extend the Flame Lash a little bit, so it looks like this. Flame Lash and Q and between, like that. And that's basically it. That's the rotation for Twinblades. Now let's start from the beginning, a bit faster this time. Charge, Minecraft, Q, Rodent, Swap, light attack, Q, light attack again, Flame Lash, Q, Flame Lash, Q, until the Flame Lash is over, and then you swap back to redo your rope dart charge again. That's basically it. And you might ask, when do you use your mystic skills then? Well, you can use it when the Q is on cooldown, R, N, not R, N, at the start of the fight. So like this. Use the skills, and then charge your rope darts, rodents, and then quickly swap to Twinblades. You can do your Twinblade combo until you do not have the rodent up anymore. This is the rodent icon, and you can still do this until this is on, basically. Yep, that's it for the rotation. Now I'll quickly show you how I do it in a more real scenario. Okay, this is the correct one. Okay, let's try a Blood King trial and see how we apply that rotation here. That's basically it in PvE. Now I'm going to quickly show you how it's different in PvP, because you don't want to use your flame lash immediately in PvP, because your priority in PvP is to stun lock your enemy. Okay, here we are in the arena practice. So the big picture is mainly the same, just without the divine craft, because in PvP you cannot use divine craft in 1v1 arena. So what you want to do is charge, and also the difference is not Q first in rope dart, but to let out all the rats first. Because if you use Q and then you let out the rats, you are more vulnerable to close range attack, because your Q also brings the enemy to you. It's like a magnet or a rope. Oh, it is a rope. Anyway. And also you don't want to swap weapons with tab, because this is not a true combo and people can just parry, counter, or dodge it. You'd want to use the scroll down button. So how it looks in action is like this. Oops. Okay, I did a oopsie there. This. And you basically do your light attack, Q light attack combo indefinitely until you run out of Q, or until the execution F button has almost run out, because you want that execution button, even though you would also want to prolong that execution button as long as possible. Okay, so it will be easier to just show it in practice. Now also one more thing, after you press Q and then press soaring spin, that is a true combo that cannot be avoided. So it's a nice extra damage if you can pull it off. So it looks like this. Q, soaring spin, and then continue like that. Like that. Okay. Let's quickly do that in action. Yeah, like that. Also, another tip in PvP that you'd want before execution, you would want to Drunken Poet and then execution, and then you use Dragon's Breath to deal even more damage after you do execution. So let's try that again. Drunken Poet, put the execution, and then it deals a nice burn damage to your opponent after you're done with your rotation. And then after that, you can quickly back away and then recharge your rope dart again. Okay, that's basically it. The only difference is that you don't use your flame lash immediately like in PvE, because what you want to do in PvP is to stun lock the enemy. You can use your flame lash in your second rotation after you've spent your Q. So after the second rotation, you charge again, you can use your Yep, that's basically it. The big picture is the same, just the difference is that you'd want to spend you'd want to save your flame lash for another rotation. I will quickly show you that in action. I'm your uncle. No, it's not. It's a lie. It's a lie. Alright, now charge. Your enemy to the steering wheel like that, start to just dodge and then charge. Ran out of stamina. That's the calculation there. Basically what you want to do. If you cannot do your perfect rotation, that is fine. Because if you look at the HP, it's almost down to 80%, and you're still up quite a lot. Also notice that I forgot to do the jumping foot execution. Oopsie. You can also drink your drunken foot before that, like this, because it lasts for 30 seconds. I forgot to switch my build with the PvP build, because if you noticed earlier there are some unused mystic skills, but that's basically it. That's how you do it. And that covers all I know about PvP rotation in Twinblades in Smith. If you have any questions or feedbacks or comments, just hit me up. See ya.